Hello there, you're with NDTV. I'm Maha Siddiqui. The big story continues to be from Maharashtra and the NCP. Nearly 30 MLAs from the NCP appeared on stage with rebel Ajit Pawar, who has led a mutiny against his uncle and party chief, Sharad Pawar. Ajit Pawar has moved the Election Commission, taking claim for the NCP party symbol. Now, the Election Commission has registered the dispute case in the NCP, and the notice to Sharad Pawar has been sent, which will mean that he will have to respond to Ajit Pawar's plea now, this as per sources. The breakaway NCP group that joined the BJP Shiv Sena Maharashtra government held a meeting in Mumbai's Bandra in a bid to prove that they have the support of the majority of the party's MLAs, presenting about 30 there on the stage with Ajit Pawar. Now, Sharad Pawar's NCP faction meanwhile paraded 13 MLAs after issuing a whip to all its legislators, asking them to attend a key meeting at 1 p.m. this afternoon in Mumbai's Nariman Point. The whip was issued by Jitendra Rawat, who was named as the party chief whip on Sunday. Now, what happens next in this matter? First of all, the ball is now in the Speaker's court as well as the Election Commission's court, because the Election Commission now has to decide which is the real NCP, much like the Shiv Sena. Maharashtra Speaker will decide on the disqualification of the MLAs because the NCP led by Sharad Pawar says that this was a decision taken by some of the MLAs going against the party. The Lok Sabha Speaker will decide on the disqualification of the members of Parliament. The Election Commission is going to decide on who has the claim to the name and the symbol. All right, we're getting some breaking news now. Ajit Pawar has appointed himself as the president of the party. That's what the Election Commission has, sources have in fact said. Arvind is now joining us with more details. Arvind, what more information do you have on this count, and what is the procedure here really?
Our sources in the Election Commission have confirmed to us that Ajit Pawar has filed a petition in Election Commission taking claim for the NCP and also the party symbol. So whenever there is a dispute in a political party, when two factions are taking claim for the election symbol or the symbol of the political party, there is a stated procedure that will be followed by the Election Commission, which is given under paragraph 15 of the Election Symbols Order. So in this particular case, Ajit Pawar has filed a petition in Election Commission taking claim for the NCP party symbol, and the Election Commission has duly registered that particular petition as a dispute petition in NCP. So according to our sources, Ajit Pawar in his petition dated June 30th. This date is very important, Maha. Though the petition was received by the Election Commission only today, but our sources say that particular petition is dated June 30th, and in that particular petition, Ajit Pawar has claimed that he has replaced Sharad Pawar as the NCP president, and he has also signed the petition with the signature or with the affidavit of almost 40 MLA and MP. So that's very important. The date is very important, though that particular petition is dated June 30th, but the petition has been filed only today. And in that particular copy of the petition, in the National Executive Committee meet of NCP, he has been appointed as the president of NCP. So the Election Commission has registered the petition, and what we are being told is that the Election Commission is processing the copy of the petition, and very soon the notice will be issued to both Sharad Pawar and also to Ajit Pawar. So Sharad Pawar will be asked to respond to the petition of Ajit Pawar on this particular case, though Jayant Patel from Sharad Pawar camp has already filed a caveat saying that Election Commission should not act anything on the recommendation on the communication of Ajit Pawar camp. But in this particular case, because it's a quasi-judicial proceeding, that means the Election Commission will first issue a notice to Sharad Pawar camp, and then they'll be asked to file their response in written, post which there will be a personal hearing where both the sides will be asked to appear before the Election Commission with their own advocates, wherein they can submit the affidavits to prove the support of the party's rank and file. So it's a long-drawn process. This will go on for at least 6 months, because there will be a long-drawn personal hearing that will happen in the Election Commission, and both the sides will also have to file documents to prove that they have the majority support, let it be the MLAs, let it be the MPs, let it be the organization. So in the Sadiq Ali judgment, the Election Commission has come up with a procedure wherein the first Election Commission will look into the majority support of elected MLAs and then Lok Sabha MPs, and then Rajya Sabha MPs, and then nominated MLCs. This is the first set of process that will be carried on by Election Commission. Post which, the Election Commission will also look into the majority support of parties rank and file, even the party executive post, which side, which faction has the majority support of parties rank and file. That will also be taken into consideration, post which the Election Commission will decide whichever faction has the majority support of the party, both MLA, MPs and also organization, that particular faction will be recognized as the original political party, and that particular party will be given the party's election symbol. That's the quasi-judicial process that will be carried on by the Election Commission. So that particular process has been set in motion by Ajit Pawar by filing this dispute petition in the Election Commission, and very soon what we are being told is that the notice will be sent to Sharad Pawar by the Election Commission.
Arvind, just for clarity, if you can help us understand, what is the legal standing of this letter dated 30th June that says that 40 MLAs, if I'm not wrong, support Ajit Pawar? Because today at the dais there were about 30. So what is the legal standing of this letter?
Maha, if you could, that's why I said that the date of this particular letter is very important, though it has been received by the Election Commission only today. But the date is very important, though it won't have much impact or much consequences when it comes to implications, when it comes to the Election Commission proceedings. But in the disqualification proceeding, this might come in handy for Ajit Pawar, because as per the Shiv Sena judgment, this is what we are trying to reiterate time and again. After the Shiv Sena judgment, the numbers really doesn't matter when it comes to disqualification proceedings. Even if Ajit Pawar enjoys the support of 50 out of 53 MLAs, even after that, Sharad Pawar camp can still initiate disqualification proceedings against them, saying that, citing the recent Supreme Court judgment in the Shiv Sena case, wherein the Supreme Court has held that the original political party has to merge with some other party. Just a group of MLAs cannot claim that we are merging or we are standing away, completely away from the political party, and then we'll be merging with some other legislative party. So that has been ruled very clearly by Supreme Court, saying that legislative party cannot function independent of the political party, and the MLAs who are won from the political party, they cannot move away from the political party, claiming protection under the anti-defection law. That has been held clearly by Supreme Court, and that's why in the case of Shiv Sena also, even though Eknath Shinde says that he proved that he has the majority support of Shiv Sena MLAs, even then Supreme Court has asked the Speaker to decide on the disqualification proceedings against Eknath Shinde, despite him proving that he has the overall majority of Shiv Sena. Because in that particular case, Supreme Court has made it very clear that the day that when there is an anti-party activity, if the political party on that particular day initiated disqualification proceedings to the Speaker, that has been heard by the Speaker. So that has been held very clearly. That's why in this particular case, this particular date, the June 30th itself, what Ajit Pawar is trying to claim now is that even on June 30th, I have been appointed as the party president. So I am the political party. I'm also the leader of the legislative party. So that's why he is trying to say that there cannot be a disqualification proceedings against me, because as per the Supreme Court judgment, the legislative party, that is the group of MLAs, should work as per the directions of the political party. So in this particular case, citing the same judgment, Ajit Pawar is trying to establish that since June 30th, I am the political party. Also, I am the legislative party. So I have not gone against the wishes of my political party. So I am, because I am both the political party and legislative party, cannot be a disqualification proceedings against me. And that's what he is trying to establish with this date of June 30th. But again, this will have to be adjudicated before the Election Commission. At the end of the day, this matter will go to courts. But in this disqualification proceedings, the final say is with the Speaker. So we have to wait and watch how the Speaker takes this matter forward.
Many thanks for explaining that, Arvind. Let me also go across to Sohit now for more details on this. Sohit, Ajit Pawar has set the ball rolling as far as getting the party name and symbol is concerned. What are you hearing from Sharad Pawar's camp now?
Well, yes, Sharad Pawar has said that he will be challenging this as well. And as we know that already they have said that the 9 MLAs who took the oath should be disqualified. So that is something the Speaker has to decide, number one. Number two, even today what Sharad Pawar said in his speech is that the NCP logo and name will continue with him. And one thing which Ajit Pawar is claiming is that he has more than 40 MLAs with him, which is almost more than two-thirds of the majority. But today we did not see 40 MLAs present on the stage. And most of the MLAs who were there, some of them have reached back over here. And while speaking, what they have said is that they were asked to sign on a piece of paper, which they did. But later they realized that Sharad Pawar does not have his blessings with whatever is happening in the Ajit Pawar camp, and that's why they have returned back to Sharad Pawar faction. So they'll be using those MLAs as well. So how will this play out in the Election Commission of India or in the Supreme Court will be very important to see. But if you look at what Ajit Pawar is doing, is he is even questioning the appointment of Sharad Pawar as the president of the party. So if you look at the press note which has been given by Ajit Pawar, point number 7 says, at present the entire structure of NCP including the post of president is heavily flawed, in as much as none of the appointments has been made in terms of the provisions of the NCP constitution. No election process for any post, including that of the president, has been followed. So since there has been no election process that has been followed, he is questioning the appointment of NCP chief Sharad Pawar. He is obviously questioning the appointment of state president Jayant Patil as well, against whom he has already said that Jayant Patil and Jitendra Awad will be disqualified. They have said that their chief whip has also sent a letter to the speakers asking them to disqualify him. So this is completely what we saw with what happened with Shiv Sena as well. But one thing is different. Over here they are saying that Sharad Pawar won't be the national president of their party, and they are using his own image and his own photograph, and that is the biggest photograph that you will see on the stage of Ajit Pawar when he was addressing the media or the crowd that was present at the BKC. So yes, they are using the name of Sharad Pawar, but yes, on the other hand, they have also said that Sharad Pawar is no more the president of NCP. The NCP today they called him God. They used word like Pandurang as well as Daivat, which translates to God. And on the other hand, they have removed him from the post of the NCP chief. So yes, this is going to be a long battle on both sides, be it the Ajit Pawar faction or be it the Sharad Pawar faction. This would be a long legal battle fought not only in the Election Commission of India but also in the Maharashtra Assembly in front of the Maharashtra Speaker. But the big question is, does Ajit Pawar has the 2/3 majority which is required? Does he have that? Because at least on this stage it wasn't possible, and what Chhagan Bhujbal said that he has 40 plus MLAs, but some of them are stuck in traffic, some of them are abroad. But if someone is stuck in traffic and this entire event went on for 2-3 hours, wouldn't it be possible for that person to come and join them? So that did not happen. So yes, as of now there is no clarity if Ajit Pawar actually has the 2/3 majority or not, and that is what something Sharad Pawar also knows, and he will also be focusing on that. So this is going to be a long legal battle fought in the Election Commission of India, in the courts, in front of the Maharashtra Speaker. We know how Jitendra Awad went late at night at the residence of Speaker to submit the disqualification plea of the 9 MLAs. So this is going to continue, and that's why a letter has been given now by Ajit Pawar. After calling Sharad Pawar God, he has now announced that Sharad Pawar won't be the president of the NCP party, the same party that he built in 1999. And what happens ahead will be important to see, because Sharad Pawar is also beginning his entire tour of Maharashtra day after tomorrow, and what he will have to respond to this is very much important. But as I said, what Sharad Pawar knows is, as of now, Ajit Pawar does not have the 2/3 majority at least present behind him when he is speaking, when he was speaking today as well. So that is what Sharad Pawar will be focusing. On the other hand, Ajit Pawar knows that the last and final decision will be taken by the Speaker, and it has been over a year that the Speaker has not taken any decision regarding the Maharashtra Shiv Sena. When we saw a split in the Shiv Sena, there hasn't been a decision taken yet, which includes the disqualification of 16 MLAs, which includes Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Eknath Shinde. So this entire thing is going to continue for months and months, and it will go towards the Election Commission of India. Big thing to see is, like the Election Commission of India gave the symbol as well as the party name to Eknath Shinde, will they do the same for Ajit Pawar or not? Because remember, after that, whatever the Supreme Court has said, if we look at the observation in this entire case, it was very much against Eknath Shinde and against the Election Commission of India. So even Ajit Pawar knows that. So what will their next step will be, it will be very important to see. And what will Sharad Pawar do, what would his response be, is also something that we will track throughout the day, today as well as tomorrow.
Absolutely. So it will come back to you in just a minute. Let's quickly listen into what Ajit Pawar had to say today, and also the response from Supriya Sule.
मित्रांनो आज स्वतः आपले वरिष्ठ नेते चव्हाण साहेबांच्या समाधीला गेले. ठीक आहे, चव्हाण साहेब आपल्या सगळ्यांचं दैवत आहे. माझ्याकडनं पण घोडचूस झाली होती. मी एक दिवस सकाळी 7 ते संध्याकाळी 8 पर्यंत तिथं न पाणी पिता न काही करता बसलेलो होतो. मला ते खूप मनाला लागलं होतं. परंतु मित्रांनो, काळ आता जर वय जास्त झालं, 82 झालं, 83 झालं, तुम्ही कधी थांबणार आहात का नाही? तुम्ही आशीर्वाद द्या ना. त्याच्या संदर्भामध्ये आम्हाला वाटतं तुम्ही शतायुष्य व्हावं.
लोकांना आईस झालाय असं टीव्ही वाले म्हणतात. मी कधी आरोप करत नाही आणि मी कधी करणारही नाही. माझ्या वाचनात आणि ऐकण्यात आता आलं की काही लोकांचं म्हणणं आहे की काही लोकांचं वय झालंय, त्याच्यामुळे त्यांनी फक्त आशीर्वाद द्यावे. का बरं आशीर्वाद द्यावे? रतन टाटा साहेबांपेक्षा 3 वर्षांनी मोठे आहेत. आजही टाटा ग्रुप पोटतिडकीनी लढतात आणि सगळ्यात मोठा कुठला ग्रुप आहे आज देशात? टाटा ग्रुप आहे. रतन टाटांचं वय काय? 86. त्याच्यानंतर सिरम इन्स्टिट्यूट घेतलं का नाही इंजेक्शन? सायरस पुनावालाचं वय काय? 84. साहेबांचे आणि पाटील काकांचे वयाचे आहेत. एका वर्गात होते सगळे. किती? 84. त्याच्यानंतर अमिताभ बच्चन किती वय? 82. आज कुठली जाहिरात लागताना सगळ्यात पॉप्युलर नाम कोण आहे? अमिताभ बच्चन. वय किती? 82. त्याच्यानंतर इंग्रजीवाल्यांना माहिती आहे वॉरेन बफेट. अरे सबसे देखो तो फारुख अब्दुल्ला साहेबांपेक्षा 3 वर्षांनी मोठे आहेत. मला विचारलं अरे क्या हो रहा है एनसीपी में? मतलब अंकल ऐसे ऐसे हो रहा है. अरे लड़ मैं तो शरद से 3 साल बड़ा हूं. मैं लड़ रहा हूं, शरद को बोल मेरे तरह तू भी लड़ ले. अरे एजीचा नंबर जिद्द पाहिजे. आशीर्वाद तर आहेतच, पण आपल्या वडिलांना म्हणायचं की तुम्ही घरी बसा आणि आशीर्वाद घ्या. मग आम्ही पोरी परवडल्या हो.
Supriya Sule there saying age is just a number. Going back to Sohit now. Sohit, this 30th June letter with 40 signs on it that has been submitted by Ajit Pawar to the Election Commission. Now help us understand, what is the party constitution? What does it say about how the president of the party can change? Because Ajit Pawar seems to be claiming in that letter that he is now the president of the party.
Well, yes, and what has also mentioned in the group is that as per the Supreme Court's judgment in Shiv Sena case, what it has said that the legislative party, which means only the MLAs, cannot function independently of political party, which means only a group of MLA cannot decide it, and that's why and seek shelter under the anti-defection law. In order to negate this legal hurdle, Ajit Pawar appointed himself as the president of the NCP and giving the effect that this camp is a political party. So he is not a legislative party but a political party. And as per the constitution, what he is claiming is that there hasn't been any election fought to appoint Sharad Pawar as the NCP president, and that's why he has decided that Sharad Pawar shouldn't continue as the NCP president, and then an election happened where Ajit Pawar has named himself as the president of the party. So that's why this has been done in a way to show that we had the meeting called, the president was present over there, and in that a lot of decisions have been taken where they decided that they will be joining the BJP and the Shiv Sena government. So this has been done. As I said, they know what the observations of the Supreme Court were regarding the Eknath Shinde faction case, and just not to repeat the what they had repeated, what Eknath Shinde faction repeated. They have taken this decision based on the, obviously, some legal experts, reviews and everything would have been taken. And after that, he named himself as the president of the party, and these decisions have been taken by him.
All right. Sohit, many thanks for joining us with all those details.